Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another interesting video. Yesterday, the game's official channel dropped something big, a short but revealing conversation between Sam and Michael, the product owner of the content department, and one of the key minds behind Hero Wars. And guess what? Michael called Sebastian an overpowered hero. That's not something you hear every day from the top. So in today's video, we're diving deep to uncover what makes Sebastian so dominant, whether he truly lives up to that title, and how you can use, or counter, him more effectively. But before we dive into the analysis, let's watch the short video first.
Who's the most OP hero in Heroes Dominion era right now, currently, in the current meta, in your opinion? Let's preface it, it's not like objective, but personally, who do you think is the most OP?
Yeah, sure. I'm not saying the most leveled hero or the most used or something.
Yeah.
The most OP I think it would be Sebastian. He has a really imbalanced ability, and it's really painful to balance things around it every time. Like if you have to make any control effect, you should consider it Sebastian.
Sebastian is considered overpowered for two reasons, and both are game-changing. First, he's the only hero in Hero Wars who can completely block almost every kind of negative effect. We're talking about energy stealing, energy burning, charm, stun, silence, slow effects, even highly specific skills like Nebula's Astral Projection. No other hero in the game can match that kind of protection. You could try combining 2 or 3 different debuff-focused heroes, and you still wouldn't be able to get through if Sebastian is in the lineup. That's how dominant his control resistance really is. Now, some players might bring up Chorus as a counter to debuffs, but let's be clear, Chorus is a pet, not a hero. And while he does provide excellent protection against control effects, he still can't block things like slow or energy manipulation. Sebastian's skill ode to Serenity remains completely unique in the game. There's no equivalent. But it doesn't stop there. The second reason Sebastian is so powerful is his ability to massively boost the damage output of physical damage dealers. And I'm not talking about small buffs. With Sebastian, you can literally multiply the damage of a hero by up to 5 times. It starts with his artifact, which boosts the critical hit chance of the entire team for 9 seconds. Then his skill Battle Song adds an additional 131% critical hit chance to a specific hero, practically guaranteeing that every hit they land is a critical. And in Hero Wars, a critical hit means double damage. Now here's where it gets wild. Sebastian's third skill, Striking Solo, takes that double damage and adds another layer on top of it, pure damage equal to 134% of the critical hit. So if your hero normally deals 100,000 damage, with Sebastian they hit for 200,000 thanks to the crit, and then Striking Solo adds an additional 268,000 pure damage. That's a total of 468,000 from a single attack, starting from just 100,000. And keep in mind, all of this is based on Sebastian's raw numbers. This doesn't even include any extra buffs from pets, war flag patterns, artifact activations during battle, or support skills like Nebula's Equilibrium. Once those are factored in, the numbers climb even higher. This kind of support simply doesn't exist anywhere else in the game. No other hero boosts damage output to this extent while also offering such powerful protection from debuffs. That's what makes Sebastian not just strong, but essential in many top-tier teams. Now, going back to the short video, while Michael was explaining why he believes Sebastian is overpowered, he made an interesting remark. He said that when designing control effects, the team always has to take Sebastian into account.
Like if you have to make any control effect, you should consider it Sebastian.
That's a powerful statement. It tells us that Sebastian doesn't just influence players, he influences the actual game design. But it also raises a few questions. Why did Michael bring up control effects now? Could it be because Lyria, the most recently released hero, doesn't actually apply any control effects? That's curious timing. If Lyria doesn't deal with control, why is Sebastian's interaction with control suddenly being discussed? It almost feels like a hint, like the developers are preparing us for something. Could this be a sign that the next hero will bring a strong control skill set to the battlefield? Maybe even one that challenges Sebastian in a new way. We don't have a definitive answer yet, but when one of the key decision makers behind Hero Wars chooses to bring up Sebastian in the context of control, it's never random. It usually means something is coming. And that wraps up today's deep dive into Sebastian, one of the most talked about heroes in Hero Wars, and now officially labeled overpowered by the game's own development team. We've seen how his unmatched ability to block debuffs and control effects makes him a defensive powerhouse, and how his buffs can turn any physical damage dealer into a critical hitting, pure damage machine. No other hero offers this kind of all-in-one support, and now we know even the developers are factoring him into how they shape the game. But what really caught our attention was Michael's subtle hint about control effects. Could it be a clue about the next hero's role? Are we on the verge of seeing a counter to Sebastian's dominance? Time will tell, but one thing's for sure, when Sebastian is on the battlefield, he changes the entire dynamic of the fight. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe Sebastian deserves the overpowered label? Are you already using him in your core teams, or are you trying to build teams that can finally shut him down? If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Until then, salute and friendship, Guardians.